Well, hello everyone, it's Carrie back again with you on the channel to share a couple sneak peeks at some things coming up this week. There are quite a few stamps coming out in the Magic collection. This is kind of a sneak peek at some of them. I am only going to be showing you this one today, and we're going to make a card with it. But over the next couple days, you'll see a lot of sneak peeks, and the full release will be revealed on Saturday, October the 5th. So I'm using this one here called Seriously, and it's got some coordinating dies as well, and I'll be using all of those today with the images. I have a couple of ideas for the stamp set. Today we're going to be using this willow tree, the little shack, and also the magical car here. And I'm going to stamp all of those out with some black ink that's Copic friendly, and then I'm going to color these up. I do love these images, and they are just illustrated so beautifully. As I draw this on, I'm going to create a little kind of a knot in the bottom of the tree here, and I'm using some E50 markers to create kind of a wood grain look. I'm just going pretty quickly with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is a really fun tree to color, and of course you can do it any colors you want. That's one of the fun parts of being creative. You get to choose. Now I'm going to blend that out a little with this E55 color, and I'll go over the entire thing with E53 just to blend everything through. So super simple. I am going to color up those leaves with an olive green shade, but I end up putting some stickles over the top anyway, so you really don't have to color that if you're going to do this treatment that I do at the end. Now we'll move along to the car. I'm going to start out with B00 and just give it a base coat, and then I'll add some darker blues. I was compelled to color this car blue for some reason. So I'll start out with this light blue shade and just add that, and then I'm going to bring in some darker blues. This one is B91. I'll draw in some colors there, and that wasn't really dark enough for me, so I'm going to actually change to B93 and add even darker colors. So this is also a simple image. I love the design of this car, and I'll blend that back through with the B91 and then go over all of it again with the B00. Very simple. I'm also going to use a shade of blue over all the windows, and I'll do that at the end. But first I'm going to bring in some gray colors. These are the neutral grays, and I'll color up the wheels, tires, and the bumper of this car with those neutral grays. The lighter colors will make it look a little like silver, and the darker neutrals will be great for the steering wheel and the tires. N7, I'm starting out for the tires, then I'll blend through with N5, and finally go back in with the N3. Super duper simple. I wanted to give the inside of the car kind of a tan look, so I'm going to bring some of those E50s back in for this. The lighter shades of E53 it looks like I'm starting with. And I've got YR00 to give it more of a baseball mitt coloring. Then I've got E51 to blend that all through. I'm not going to color the entire shack on screen, but I just wanted to show you I'm using cool grays on this one. And it's super simple to color this shack, just starting with some of the darker colors and blending those through with the lighter cool gray colors. I really like the way this turned out in the end, but you can see I was super careful and much slower in coloring this one up, although it didn't take me that much longer. So great. I love this little shack. It actually looks like it has 3 levels, doesn't it? So you can see I sped through the last of that there. Now I'm going to add a little Y000 to the windows, and I'm going to also bring in a yellow-green color to give it more of an eerie look. So YG01. in those windows. You never know who's going to be in there. Now I'll take the coordinating dies and die cut all of this out. And here's a look at those die cut images. Very cool. Now we can start on the background for this card. I wanted it to look like a night sky, but kind of a weird night sky, like almost a magical night sky. So I'm going to bring in some pink. Yeah, I know, pink. But I thought it was fun, and I decided to orient the card this direction vertically. The card's going to kind of be flying in. I'm going to be using a new stencil. This is coming out in the release on Saturday as well. This is the new Nighttime Sky Stencil, and it's got some moon images, the masks as well, and also some clouds. I absolutely adore it when the stencils come with these masks. You can temporarily adhere those down so that you can create the sky behind it. And that's what I did here. I took the largest circle mask. I used some temporary adhesive, and now I'm going to bring in that picked raspberry distress ink. Because like I said, I wanted a magical pink sky, and I'm also going to create some clouds. For the clouds, I'm using a light gray ink. I believe this is iced spruce, and I'm just turning the stencil and kind of shifting it every time I make some more clouds so it looks different each time. For the bottom, I am using some crushed olive ink just to give it a little bit of a green look. And I'll pull this up in frame just a little bit more. I'm going to take that temporary adhesive off, use my adhesive eraser to clean that up, and then I'll use the moon mask shadow layer. Add a little of that gray in there, just a little bit. I just wanted this to be subtle because really I want those images to do all the work and shine. A little bit of yellow around the edge just to give it a little more color. And now for an even more magical look, we're going to add kind of like the exhaust from the car. I'm bringing an older stencil in to do this for me, and this is kind of a fun trick. This is the Floral Wave Offset stencil, and I'm just kind of getting an eye for where I want to mask this off. I've got some Post-it tape here. This is a low tack adhesive tape. I'm just going to tape off where I think that exhaust might be coming from. And I'm going to ink on a little bit more iced spruce and also some faded jeans, just for a little bit of a blue-gray look. Nice and light. And once I'm finished with that, I'll peel this up, and we've got a little magic going on here. So that's going to be for that. And now over the top, I'm going to add the Magic Stars stencil with a little bit of glitter. This is the Stickles glittery paste, and I'm using the clear glitter paste because this is really just going to be a subtle detail, but it makes the whole card feel a little more magical. Once I get all of that on, I'll remove that and then allow the panel to dry before I put the rest of the card together. I'm also going to clean all my tools off right away. And I thought that that willow needed to have some pink to it, so it looked like it was, you could see through it to the background. So I am adding just a little of that pink to those leaves and the branches, the see-through part anyway. So that's going to mimic our background. And then we can add our little car with some foam tape. That's going to go right about there. The shack is going to be a little bit slightly hidden behind the tree. And so I'll glue all that on, and here's a look at our finished card. I added a couple sentiments from this Seriously stamp set. One of them says, "Whoomp, there it is," and sort of exciting, isn't it? Now here's the green stickles I added to the leaves, and it added just a little bit of glitter and a little excitement. And I added also this old paper stickles to the opening in that knot in the tree that I drew in, just for another added little detail. So that is our sneak peek and a card made with the new Seriously stamp set coming out in the Magic Collection on Saturday, October 5th. There is a lot more to share, so don't forget to watch this space, keep an eye on the blog and the YouTube channel, and of course, shop the shop on Saturday and you'll see everything there. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.